Hello dear students, so welcome to Science Bug by Poonam Singh. Today we'll be starting off with the new chapter, the biology chapter number 7, Control and Coordination. Today I'll be giving you the introduction of it. So children, if you remember, we started off with the notion that we say something is alive when it is showing movement. And we talked about the visible and the invisible molecular movements. If you remember, we talked about the invisible molecular movements in the last chapter, that is the life processes. Now if we talk about the visible movements, that can be related or linked to growth. For example, we see this in the plants. That is, when a plant is growing, you can say that it's showing movement. For example, if you plant a seed in the soil, it will grow after some time and it will come out of the soil and grow further. So there you see the movement because it was not seen before. Now it has come out of the soil and is being seen and it's showing movement. As it is growing, it is showing movement. That is in the case of plants. And plants are also living, you know that. So the movement of an organism, whether it's a plant or an animal, can be related to its being alive. It can be related to life. So children, we associate such visible movements to life or being alive for 3 reasons. The first reason is that we think that movements happen when there is a response to a change in the environment. For example, a cat runs on seeing a mouse. Here, the running is the response, and what was the change in the environment? It was the sight of the mouse. And then secondly, we say movement happens when an organism uses the change in the environment for its advantage. For example, the plant grows when there is change. For example, there is sunshine, there is light or something. Then it shows response for its advantage. Now, what is the advantage here? The advantage is that it will grow and it will bear flowers and fruits eventually. And the change was the sunshine or the light or whatever. So this was the second reason why we say that, why we relate movement with life. And the third reason why we relate movement with life is that we say the movement happens to protect oneself from the change in the environment. Okay, we say movement happens to protect oneself from the change in the environment. For example, if you touch a hot object, you immediately pull back your hand. Now, here the change is the heat and the response was to protect oneself, and that protection was to pull back your hand. Now children, all these movements are in response to changes in the environment, and these changes or these responses seem to be very carefully controlled, because for different or for any particular change in the environment, there is a specific response. It's not like that for different changes in the environment you are getting the same response. So we conclude that all these movements are in response to changes in the environment. So children, the movements are carefully controlled, and in this control there is recognition of the event or the change in the environment, and then this is followed by the response which comes in the form of movement. So children, the organisms use a system which provides control and coordination, and you all know that there are specific tissues for different specific functions, which is also known as the organized structure of the living organisms, which is basic to the multicellular organisms. Especially you see in the multicellular organisms that there are different specific tissues for different specific functions. So same way here, different tissues are specialized for performing the control and coordination function. And in the animals, children, the control and coordination is provided by the nervous tissues and the muscular tissues. Thank you, children. Please subscribe to my channel Science Bug by Poonam Singh for more updates and on this lesson as of now, that is control and coordination, and also press the bell icon to get notifications on time. Thank you.